it hits me like a wild wave. This idea, a story, a melody, a painting aching to be born. My heart is pounding, excitement flows through my veins. I have to paint this. This is gonna be my masterpiece. And then, nothing. Not that I don't want to paint. Not that I don't know the outcome I desire. Not that I don't know where to start. I know where to start. In fact, I know many ways to start. But what's the perfect way? No, I can't mess this up. I should do a sketch first. Later. Not now. Later. It should be so easy. Why am I this anxious? I want this so bad. I enjoy this, I think. Well, I want to express myself and my thoughts through art. Okay, just do it. Just do it. What if it's not good enough? It shouldn't be that deep, right? Not being able to start a little painting turning into so much sadness. Not being able to start a certain project, start recording a YouTube video, start doing a homework, writing an essay. Because of the high standards we set for ourselves. Why do we set such unrealistic standards sometimes? Where is this all coming from? What is this? Well, it's perfectionism, and it's paralyzing. But it does not mean that it's a life sentence. If it's an internal factor, then I can move past it. I want to understand where it comes from and overcome it. So, let's go. So, I decided to allocate the next 30 days to understand perfectionism paralysis. Where does it come from and why does it have such detrimental effects on many people's mental health? How could something go from being a little personality quirk like,
oh, that person is perfectionistic, they do everything so perfectly,
to something that makes us paralyzed, unable to do any action? Well, I don't have any answers yet, but we're gonna figure it out together. Perfectionism is a multifaceted psychological trait with roots in both psychology and neurobiology. From a psychological standpoint, individuals often develop perfectionistic tendencies due to societal pressures, fear of vulnerability, childhood experiences such as receiving praise only for flawless performance. This constant praise wires the brain to seek similar validation in adulthood, driving individuals to pursue perfection as means of meeting their own and others' expectations, and also personal values, such as setting unreasonably high standards for yourself. And from a neurobiological standpoint, perfectionism is associated with heightened activity in specific brain regions, which are the amygdala, the brain's fear center, and the anterior cingulate cortex, which is responsible for error detection. And they show increased activity in individuals exhibiting perfectionism. This heightened activity can lead to a persistent fear of failure, compelling individuals to strive for perfectionism to avoid the discomfort of making mistakes. Perfectionism is not solely about setting high standards. It involves evading the pain of falling short of those standards. That's why perfectionism paralysis happens. You don't want to start something with the risk of failing at it, which will in turn cause pain and discomfort. Your brain is trying to protect you from those feelings. So, it's been 10 days since I began this challenge. I still get a little nervous when I feel like a project is not turning out the way it was supposed to, but I'm trying to embrace that. It's not easy yet, but I think I'm doing pretty well. And whenever I feel those feelings, I journal. then I power through. And I remember why I'm doing this and how much this is gonna serve me in the long run. And it feels pretty nice. Yeah. When I picked up a paintbrush, I initially found myself uninspired, drawn to the generic, faceless figures that flooded Pinterest boards. But then, an epiphany struck me. Why not channel my creativity into something that truly mattered to me? Something that held a very special place in my heart. When I first found Jenna Marbles and Julian Salamita on the internet like years and years ago, I was so captivated by their genuine personalities, how kind they really seem to be, and how hilarious they are. And yeah, that channeled a lot of creativity from the love and respect that I have for them. And as time goes on, I'm starting to think about other areas of my life that could use a little bit less of the perfectionism pixie dust all over them. I'm experimenting with gym alternatives. I've been going to the gym for years. That's the only workout form that I stick to. But whenever I skip a week or two, if I'm sick or I have to travel because I travel a lot, I feel so bad when I get back, like I intentionally ruined my routine. Which is not the case. Sometimes things come up. So I was like, why not try a more flexible workout? Which is awesome. It's so liberating. I didn't always have the best relationship with food, but I've been improving a lot in the past few years. And I put a lot of pressure on myself to cook the perfect meal or always eat healthy. But that's not sustainable. It's so good to take care of your gut and your body, because that reflects so much on our mental and physical health. But you can cut yourself some slack. I'm in a position in my life right now that I can do that, thankfully. So I'm trying not to feel guilty when I order a good, yummy meal. Be it so healthy, a little healthy, or not healthy. Just eat. Food is sustenance and it's fuel, and we need it. Yes, the healthier the better, but it's okay if we slack off a little bit and eat and drink and live. Even if I'm not accomplishing something doing that, that in itself is an accomplishment. That's really new to me, so here we are, 30 days later, after countless challenges and after pushing myself more than I ever did, because I understood what I was going through. I understood why I wanted to be perfect all the time. Of course, I'm not completely there yet, but it's a work in progress, and that's the beauty of it. The imperfection is the beauty of it. You don't have to be also perfectly healed to be worthy. The whole idea is to let go of that perfectionism. I understood why some perfectionism in some areas in a healthy way is very important. So the key is not in eradicating perfectionism as a whole, it's about finding that balance. We need the fire, we need the high standards, but we cannot get crushed by the weight of them. So we're just gonna try as much as we can to keep that fear of failure in the past and move forward. While this is the end of this video, it's a whole new beginning for me. Hopefully for you too. So I'll see you, you beautiful imperfect being.